Hey everybody, this is Coach in the Fight on another Sabbath day, and we are looking at the Enoch calendar. A little hiccup, as you guys know, I'm creating my own Enoch calendar and trying to do it from the Word, and I think I got it down. There was a little hiccup in it that made me start looking at it a little closer. So I got online and started looking at, see if anybody put anything under Enoch calendar explained, and I'm always disappointed when I do that. It seems like somebody could have figured this thing out by now, but every time I look, I always find something that makes me question whether they have it right, which makes me question whether I have it right and all of that. But the last guy I was just looking at was talking about how the new year starts with the equinox, and I went and looked that up, and you got some of my handwritten jotted notes there, but you can see the equinox is, this is, I don't know how many years, 10 years, 12 years, but it's almost always on March 20th. And then you got March 19th there a few times, but it's almost always on March 20th. And if it's every year it's on March 20th, that means that we have 365 and a half quarter days is the only way for, that's over 4 years there. So it's even accounting for the leap year to keep it on March 20th. So the equinox is clearly a Gregorian calendar thing. It may be what the Gregorian calendar is based on. Putting the equinoxes on the same day, but when you do so, you end up with 365 and a quarter days. Not 364 days that we need for Enoch. And so I got to looking here. He has referenced a lot of stuff in chapter 72. You can see I done did a lot of work in Enoch chapter 72 as well. I think it starts over there at the book of the Courses of the Luminaries. This is where Enoch, who wrote the first books ever written, I ain't gonna say printed because printing presses weren't around back then, but got a lot of information on the days and how they work. You see my notes there. But I was looking, and this verse here, I added a comment to his thing, asked about this one. This is 73, Enoch chapter 73, verse 4. It says, "And thus she rises, and her first phase in the east comes forth on the 30th morning, and on that day she becomes visible." Okay, so it's talking about the 30th morning here is when she becomes visible. So what this is saying to me is that on that 30th morning there is a 0% moon, and she starts to become visible, indicating the first day of the lunar month. Okay, and it goes on to talk a little more. I wish this thing was a little clearer where I could actually read it through my camera, and I'd be sure that you can read it too. Maybe you can. Let me go look